Good morning, all my dear students. In the last class of class 5 EVS, as you can see, chapter 4, we have already started the plant story. I have already given the introduction of the lesson. So, let me give you a quick recall what we have done. So, about the chapter, the plant story, by going through the name of the lesson itself, you can just assume that the lesson is mostly about plant. It's all about plant, the seed germination, how the plant grows from a seed, and what are the requirements it needs, what are the elements it needs or things it needs by a particular seeds to grow well. As I already discussed, let us explain it again so that it will help you to recall. So I already shown you some pictures in the last class about one girl and her father talking with each other that Baba, these plants are so small, how will they grow? And what the father is saying that Tithi, these are baby plants, they will grow soon if they get air, sunlight and water. If they will get what? Air, sunlight and water. So what are the requirement of a seed to germinate? Air, sunlight and water. So in the first paragraph what we have studied that about growing plants. So about growing plants, one thing is there, growing plant is important as our life largely depend on them. Our largely depend on what? On the plants. For what? Many things, such as if we wear cotton cloths, we need the fabrics from particular plants. In the same way, whatever we eat, mostly it depends on plants, as well as shelter for making house. So these things are for making furnitures, as well as the most important thing is oxygen, which we get from plants. So growing plant is important as our life largely depends on them. So most plants are grown from seeds. Flowers change into fruits and fruits have seeds inside them. Seeds grow into new plants. Before we learn about the growth of a seed, let us learn about the structure of a seed. As you can see, the name of the lesson is plant story. So the lesson is all about plant. So before directly going to the plant, how plant grows or different branches or types of plants, let us go through about the seeds, because seeds is the point from where it changes into saplings, then it converts into huge trees or plants. So as you can see, let us discuss about structure of a seed. About structure of a seed in the last class I have discussed. I have shown you a picture also where I have shown you a bean seeds and its parts, such as the first part is testa, which is known as seed coat as well, which protect the baby plant inside. So structure of a seed, let me discuss it once again. A seed has an outer covering called a seed coat or testa. Its function is to protect the baby plant inside. Small baby plant used to be inside a seed, which is to germinate into a big plant when it gets proper amount of warmth, then air and fertile soil, sunlight, etc. So its function, what is the function of seed coat? Its function is to protect the baby plant inside. What is the function of the seed coat? The outer covering of the seed, which you can see that it's quite tough. The main function of the outer covering of the seed is to protect the baby plant inside. There is a tiny hole in the seed called micropyle, through which the seed absorb water through micropyle. Micropyle is a tiny hole inside the seed which helps the seed to absorb water from outside. Each half of a seed is called seed leaf or cotyledons. So each half of a seed usually have two parts. So each half of a seed are known as cotyledons. It stores food for the developing baby plant. The baby plant, for the developing baby plant, where the baby plant used to get food, it used to get food from inside the seed, which is cotyledon. Now, when a seed sprouts, the cotyledons are the first leaves that the plant has. Some plant have one cotyledon and while other have two. Some plants are there which have some seeds were there which have one cotyledon, and some seeds were there which have two cotyledons. It means two parts. An embryo is a baby plant inside the seeds. It grows into a new plant, as I already discussed with you about the baby plant which is inside the seeds. So it is also known as embryo. Now seed germination. About seed germination I have already discussed in the last class. If seeds get the right amount of water, air, sunlight and warmth, then they produce a baby plant that's called seedlings. And the process by which a seed grows into a baby plant or a seedling is called a germination. So this is the process of germination. We will discuss about the seed germination later on. Let us go through the new words which we got here. Such as you can see, the first new word is cotyledon, as just now I have discussed in the paragraph. Cotyledon means the part of a seed that stores food for the baby plant. Cotyledons is the part of a seed which stores food for the baby plant. As I told you, each and every seed have a baby plant inside it. So from where it will get food? It is not grown up plant, so it can't get food from the soil. So it can't produce its own food by the process of photosynthesis. So from where it will get food? It will get food from inside the seed itself, from cotyledons. Now what is cotyledons? The part of a seed that stores food for the baby plant. It should be that, T-H-A-T, that. Now the next point is embryo. So it's also a new word. What is an embryo? As I already discussed with you in the paragraph, embryo means a young plant present inside the seed. It's a young plant, a small plant which used to present inside the seed itself, and cotyledon provides food to the embryo. Next point is seedling. As you can see, a baby plant that grows from the seed. It's called seedling. The baby plant, small baby plant, which after getting proper amount of warmth, water, air and sunlight, it grows into a small baby plant. It is called seedling. So what is the proper definition for seedling? We can say a baby plant that grows from the seed is called seedling. The next one is dormant. Now what is dormant? Dormant, alive but not actively growing. So dormant is, it is alive but not actively growing. It is not growing. So about dormant we will be discussing in the next paragraph. So in the next paragraph, as you can see, seed germination, which I told you already, that if seed gets the right amount of water, air, sunlight and warmth, they produce a baby plant called seedling. The process by which a seed grows into a baby plant or a seedling is called germination. So water helps to soften the seed coat and changes the food stored in the cotyledons into a soluble substance. Baby plant uses this soluble food to grow. Warmth from sunlight speeds up the growth of the baby plant, and air provides it energy to sprout. Sprout means to come out. So these are the things required by a baby plant or embryo to germinate from inside the seed. Some seeds, now it comes dormant. Some seeds remain dormant. That is, they do not germinate until the growing conditions are suitable. So some seeds are there which remain dormant. Dormant means, as I already told you, alive but not actively grown. Some seeds are there which may remain dormant till the time it won't get enough amount of warmth or air or sunlight or water as it requires. Till that time it will be alive but not actively grown. It will not grow but it will remain alive. So it's all about seed germination, and in the last class I already discussed with you one diagram of seed germination, stages of seed germination, where I have shown you that a seed, first we have to water it, first it should be sown inside the soil, then we have to give proper amount of water and it should get proper amount of light and warmth, then it will sprout. Then from that sprout or from that embryo it will come shoot and cotyledon. So these are the things of seed germination which we have discussed in the last class as well. Today newly we have discussed some new words. In the next day I will be giving you some question answer related to this paragraph, and I want you to do those question answers with your own. So tomorrow I will be giving you some question and answer from this paragraph, and I will be discussing do all plants grow from seeds, this paragraph, such as growing plants from stems, how plants grow, and what are the parts except seeds it can grow, such as some plants are there which can be grown from branches as well. So in the next class we will be doing all these things. So for today I am ending the class here. Thank you.